Monday, and welcome to the live stream BrickTherapy23, and just about ready to finish Hey. So showed off the character, the upscale build of Hey from Moana. Very colorful, lots of gray colored pieces in the entire build. Just a good combo of all the orange, yellow, red, reddish orange, blue, turquoise, and slope pieces and radar dish pieces, and you get the character. Most definitely pretty darn close to what you see in the movie, if not one of the best renditions of a character in this Disney character movie set from Moana. 43272. Hey, 566 pieces. What a fun build, fun to show off, and just fun to talk about Lego. So if you like Lego, if you like talking about Lego, join and say hello in the chat. Join our community. Please like and subscribe if you are a Lego fan. We have a lot of cool people in our Lego community to chat with as well. Tavaya is here. Hey, Tavaya. Tavaya, don't forget to leave a like as you say hello. Leave a like, drop a like in the chat, and let's talk Lego. So almost done with this set, but as you can tell, let's see, Hey needs some tail feathers. So we need to kind of remedy, that decorative part right there. So, and it looks like maybe some wings. Very small, but very effective pieces to the set here, and we're on bag 3. I think there were 4 bags total, so still quite a lot of pieces here. Oh, I guess the base. Okay, Hey does have a platform to stand on, almost like an honorary statue or something. So we will do that. So if you're just joining, 43272, 566 pieces is what we're building here, and welcome to the live stream. Also, over time, I've been doing some Night Owls live streams and building up this Rivendell set here. So, or not Rivendell set, oh my gosh, the Helm's Deep set. So just a fun build, and now it's becoming quite a good sized structure there. So just have that in the background because I don't want to move it. But yeah, if you're wondering, Hey and a castle, and of course, or Helm's Deep, and of course BrickTherapy23, our mascot. So if you see this, give us a like and subscribe if you like Lego, if you like talking Lego, and you just like fun Lego colors. There is lots to see here. This is I guess a 2025 set, so something from last year, but we're still new into the year 2026, although it's already March. It's already March, which is crazy to think about. The first day in March, at least where I am, maybe it's like the second day of March, depending on what time zone you're in, what part of the world you're in. And thanks for being here. So if you like Lego, there are lots of sets of Lego to talk about. There are Lego sets in the background here that have Harry Potter, Daily Bugle, Sanctum Sanctorum, a lot of Marvel sets and Harry Potter sets, Disney character sets, builds, and Lord of the Rings builds as well. So lots to share and talk about. Thanks for being here for as much time as you can, and say hello if you get a chance. And let me continue with Hey's detailed build here. A lot more fun color to continue. And there we go, some front feather patterns. Well, that was an easy way to start out bag 3. There we go. Got his proud torso all completed, and lots. Someone pointed out in the comments, I did a short of this. Someone pointed out his the build is so nice. There's no like exposed Lego studs. It's all like smoothed out, lots of plate pieces. It's really cool. So there you go. It looks really good. Hey, Robert, welcome to the chat. Robert says, my son has his own little Lego city. Very cool. Very cool. When I got into Lego with my kids, or back into Lego, I should say, with my kids, we've done something similar. My 2 sons kind of built all this up behind me, and then I added the Harry Potter sets here in the front. I was building those up in a previous live stream and really didn't have anywhere to put them just yet. So it's kind of become a Lego densely packed, what would you call this, urbanized zone. It's very crowded in there, but a fun build. Yes, you see the Daily Bugle there. That's the tallest Lego set I think we have. Although I have to compare, we do have some of the two of the Lord of the Rings sets. The Bardwar is like a big tower. I think the Daily Bugle is the tallest one, and a fun build. And if you are definitely a Marvel fan, there have been some really good sets that you could include in really any Lego city. Of course, Lego Classic City itself, lots of good sets there. And speaking of Lego City, they have the new, if you are really into Lego, then you probably are aware of the Lego Insiders program. And so if you go onto lego.com right now, they're doing a gift with purchase, which I think is a really fun one. It's like a little sushi stand. And so if you like Ninjago, you have Ninjago sets, or maybe Monkey Kid, or really any Lego city, you could include it in. But really a fun build, a fun looking build to be sure. Now, to get those Lego Insider gift with purchases there is obviously a catch. So, you know, those of you familiar with getting Lego sets through lego.com, or maybe you go to a Lego store and you're able to do something like that, then there's a price point, there's a price threshold. And when you buy Lego sets directly through Lego, you get insider points. All you got to do is sign up. You know, pretty much any retailer, any restaurant, anything you go to frequently, they have these awards, for returning customers, loyal customers as well. Lego is the same. It used to be called VIP points, and you accumulate those insider points, and then you end up getting enough points that add up to basically getting a free Lego set. So there is advantage to that. But then there's also gift with purchases. So if you have on your wanted list, your wish list, a fairly good sized Lego set, then you qualify to get that gift with purchase for free. So something, probably that would qualify that. Large Lego sets like this Star Wars set here. This was the Mos Eisley Cantina. This is an older set. But yeah, you get those sets in the, I'd say probably, well, it can be a pretty good size range. Anything from the $40 to the $200 range, you're gonna get some sort of gift with purchase. And there are a few out there right now, but that sushi stand looks really cool. And so if you are looking for something to add to your Lego city, as Robert had mentioned, take a look. It looks really good. I think the price point for that is fairly high though. So I think it's like $180. But let's say you were planning to get something like a Lego modular set or a Star Wars set, then you've got all kinds of opportunity or possibility in that price range to qualify for that set. Plus, get some insider points. Those points you can use towards a Lego set later on. It's really fun. Not Emerald is here, 4 a.m. Welcome, Not Emerald, way early into his Monday morning. Hoarder's here. Good evening, Hoarder. Good to see you. Welcome. I have that GWP. Wanted it to add to the signs to my Noodle Shop mock. Oh, very cool. So you got that one. That's like been out for only, I want to say, since Friday. So yeah, what did you get to qualify for that that gift with purchase, that GWP? That is really fun. I had on my wish list it's weird, I'm trying to see, there's like different colors, there's so many different colors of these blue feather pieces that I can barely tell the difference. But I'm trying to follow how the instructions look. If there's like 2 shades of blue here, or just one. Oh, there's super dark blue. Okay, now I see. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Okay, so it's dark blue. There's like a pattern you got to put on this to layer all these feather looking pieces in. Want to make sure, I don't know. Well, you can't be perfect, but want to make sure I at least get the right pattern down, because I don't think they have the same number for each of these. So yeah, anyway, that sushi restaurant or sushi stand restaurant would be really cool. I heard some other person reviewed that little gift with purchase and said, I think the torso on that minifigure that it comes with is unique. So that's pretty cool. If you have that Hoarder, that is really cool. You got something new to your collection that hasn't been included, I don't think, in anything else. So that gift will purchase is, you know, something special in itself with the minifigure. But yeah, I was thinking, like, recently I got the Natural History Museum. It was on back order forever, and then finally got it. But I guess I didn't know this sushi noodle bar was coming out, or noodle bar, sushi stand was coming out. So it would have been fun to get that with the Natural History Museum. But I think, what was the gift with purchase before that? I did get another gift with purchase before that. So, you know, you can't get them all, but that would be a fun little build to have. It's kind of like, I want to say it's probably on the scale, work with like this city set right here, this little coffee cart. So I'm guessing there's gonna be more of those gift with purchase themes like this. So I think they're gonna be called restaurants around the world, something that kind of theme or along those lines. But yeah, it reminded me of this. This came out a while ago. I don't think it was a gift with purchase. This might have been I don't know. It's set 40488. This is the detailed side to show. But yeah, a little creator set. And I think if you get a bunch of these, you know, you could have like a full-on restaurant row, almost like a food truck row in your Lego city. For those of you that build up Lego cities, it's kind of fun. So Hoarder says, I have that GWP, wanted to add to the signs to my noodle shop mock, which is super fun. Got a noodle shop mock. Let's see, actually they had multiple GWPs going. I got a 3-in-1 Rhino, which gave me a cat poly bag gift with purchase. An F1 car, oh, I saw that one too. Yeah, that got me a Formula One poly bag gift with purchase. The concrete mixer, taxi, PAB box, 2 bricks and minifig boxes. Oh, 2 pick-a-brick box, 2 bricks and minifigs are buildable minifigs, and the Asian gift with purchase. Nice. What a haul. What a haul for Hoarder 66. Good name, good description. And we got the wing for Hey Hey here. Very cool. So let's see if I put this on right. Now we know he's not going to be without a limb, so to speak. There we go. Hey Hey's got his right arm, in this case, his right wing. So that's fun. Awesome. Wow, what a haul though. Yeah, I did see that. So yeah, they have a Formula One poly bag, a cat poly bag, and the sushi cart poly bag with one minifigure with that one. So, and I think, like I said, I think that minifigure does have like an exclusive torso. Like, I don't think you'll see it anywhere else. Actually, let me look it up, because I don't know how long that gift with purchase is going. Probably about a week. Usually they last about a week, or unless they get sold out. Of course, you know, there are other ways to get these gift with purchase. Like, you can buy them on the secondary market. Like, some people sell them on eBay. Oh, and there's also a Kanto region badge collection, which I think goes with all the new Pokemon sets. But yeah, here it is. I don't know, this thing looks pretty cool. It definitely has that It definitely has that Ninjago theme going for it, that's for sure. So yeah, here he is right here. The sushi rush or sushi cart guy or sushi stand. It's even got Japanese writing, I think. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, so that one, does it have like the 289 pieces? Yeah, so I think it kind of match up with this one. This one has 149, which this one seems about the same scale build as that. So not bad. What a cool haul. Hoarder, very cool. Kudos to you. And as he says, a good way to spend 200 bucks, $200, but you got the gift of purchase, and it sounds like you got a plan, right? You were gonna get those, all those different things, the pick a bricks, the build minifigs, and so on. Anyway, so yeah, well, you must have gotten, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, the 3-in-1 Rhino. I don't remember how pricey that one, or the Formula One car. So I'm guessing the Formula One car was probably the biggest part of that haul, or the biggest set. R&B is here. Welcome, R&B. Good to see you back. Most of it I got just for the parts, but I really wanted that GWP. That's crazy. Yeah, so it's funny how you can qualify for those things, right? You could buy a giant set, kind of like this Helm's Deep, which obviously is not around anymore, available anymore. Or you can do what you did and just stack up on Pick a Brick and all that. And those are like $10 a box. Or no, they have the bigger one too, like $15 box or something like that. But kudos to you. You got the gift with purchase. Now, let's see. It was the last thing I was going to find out. It's available till March 8th or while supplies last. So does it show off the minifigure to where you can actually see the torso? I don't know if the torso is that special. It's just kind of like a chef's apron type thing, or chef's type shirt. But yeah, definitely something that would fit in if you have Ninjago City as like one of your themes in your collection. Let's see. Doctor fixes the date where my wife is actually going to have our kid, which is Christmas Eve. R&B. Now there's a pretty sweet gift incoming for you guys as a family. Baby on the way. Bricks and minifigs. Oh, I saw that, R&B. Yeah, R&B. I saw that. Bricks and minifigs got a bunch of got broken into. Yeah, a bunch of Legos stolen. I think they caught the guy because that Bricks and minifigs was like obviously on a pretty obvious retail street, like a lot of other stores got also robbed, and then I think they caught the guy. Yeah. Hoarder says that's horrible. They always get robbed. They need to get those metal shields that pull down over their windows. I know. Yeah, everything is like they usually only see those in the big city. And I remember seeing those in Europe. Those like rolling doors, kind of like those metal garage doors that you pull down to protect your store at night. Yeah, it's gonna be worth it once you see like that much, $5,000 to $10,000 worth of Lego gone. That's crazy. Although they caught the guy, so I'm wondering if they were able to find, I don't know how quickly he gets rid of that stuff, but maybe they got him and found wherever he stashed it. The Formula One car was just $26, the Small Speed Champions set, and the Rhino was $60. Oh, okay, so you really stacked up then on your bricks and minifig, or your that plus your, not your bricks and minifigs, your pick a brick and your buildable minifig haul. But yeah, for what's the threshold for that gift with purchase? What is it? I think it was like 180. What was it? Doesn't it say? Come on, Lego. What is the threshold for that offer? It's always something to get you to consider there we go, product details. It's not saying it's been any, oh, there it is. Member gift with purchase of $180 or more. So how much it's quite a trick that Lego does, right? You know, you get these gift with purchase that are tempting, and I like to stack those type of deals when I'm actually gonna get a set that I've had on my planned wish list for a while, but just to get the sushi restaurant or sushi stand, it might be more. I know it's probably overpriced a little bit, but it looked like people were selling that thing by itself for like $30 or $35. So you know, you do the trade-off. You want to spend. Do you want to spend like over $100 and get maybe a set you kind of want just to get the sushi restaurant, or you just spend $30 and get the set you really want? It's always a math equation when it comes to that point, but it is a pretty cool looking build. And I think, you know, with the amount of minifigures you get, like if you already have a Lego city going, you have like a pretty good sized Ninjago city collection going. Like I have all the modulars, and they do have similar looking builds that would definitely match up with that gift for purchase. Then I don't know if it's something to get or not, since it's almost something like I could modify and do just from the Ninjago City pieces or sets, and you know, modify something from that. Although it does have like a cool build with well, it has, I assume those flaps there that have the Japanese writing, are those stickers? Maybe Hoarder, you know, I don't know if you've opened yours yet. And then it does have like a sashimi roll type Lego build on the top. That was kind of fun looking. And then the chopsticks. It's a pretty creative build. So I don't know, some of this you probably have to definitely source those parts to get. But yeah, I was thinking these, I would think, are those printed pieces or are those sticker pieces is the question. And that's kind of what I wonder. But yeah, it's a very cool looking build. And those gift with purchases are definitely more tempting when they come with a minifigure, at least for my part. R&B says, for the new Spider-Man Brand New Day movie that's coming out, they should make a Lego Peter's new apartment building. If not, I will mod the Daily Bugle. Oh, that would be sweet. A whole like residential, like this thing right here, turn that into a giant residential apartment building. Hoarder says the poly bags thresholds were $40 in either 3-in-1 Friends or Wednesday sets. The Formula One poly came with anything else from Formula One. Even the F1 Lego City set was fine. Very cool. Yeah, so I like it too when you can, sometimes they don't require a specific theme, and then you can really stack up. Like I've gotten a couple, or I've gotten a set, like I think when we got the Black Falcon, the Dark Falcon, the Star Wars build from Rebuilding the Galaxy or whatever that theme's called. But anyways, that Dark Falcon we got, when I got that, I think we got 3, whatever all the gift with purchases were, it didn't matter what theme you got, and it just qualified. So we totally racked up some fun builds from that one. It was random. It was like a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. It was like a Fortnite brickhead, and then some other small build, which was with minifigures. I can't remember. I did a video on it, so I'll just look at my old video. But yeah, that was really fun to. It's a lot of fun, you know, as a Lego collector, when you're like, okay, if I get this one set, I'm gonna get 3 gift with purchases all in one sitting. So cool. R&B says, cause I have an extra Daily Bugle, I will mod it to if I need to. Nice, R&B. That's gonna take some time. You gotta have a lot of time to do that, man, especially if you have a little one on the way. Hey, little bricks. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. It looks like stickers on the box. Oh, okay, so you haven't built it yet, Hoarder? Yeah, then that's okay. I mean, those stickers are still unique. It does mean stickers, though. That's the thing. Hey, Jason Icon. Jason says, my daughter built The Hey. What did she think? I think it's pretty fun. The color is the best part. Plus, actually, the color bricks are fun. And then, yeah, that there's no exposed studs. It's all smooth, all a bunch of slope pieces. So, so far, that's what it's looking like anyway. I haven't completed everything just yet. Building up the tail feathers now, it looks like. And now I'm seeing where these 500 pieces come into play. And yeah, a lot of unique, I know I've seen these before in newer Lego sets, like these half moon shape bricks, but yeah, a lot of more of the unique Lego brick pieces. So if you wanted to mod or just take this set and turn it into something else entirely, you have a huge selection of Lego pieces. It's pretty cool. And tail feather number 1 going on Hey here. So it's almost like he's a peacock with this many colored feathers. All right, that, if you're gonna put him on display, you know, speaking of dinosaurs, you could say the chicken is a descendant of that species. So he's definitely got a lot of dinosaur quality, especially with that tail part that I just built. And that was part 1. All right, second tail feather incoming here. Lots of brick pieces for this upscale build. I haven't opened it yet, says Hoarder. Jason Icon, my daughter built that for Christmas, built the Hey, very cool. Hey, John Powell. Now we got 2 mods. Now I feel like we're in good hands here. Please like and subscribe. Very much so, thank you. Yeah, so let's see, the only thing interesting so far to me, really, for the 2026 set of Lego builds that have come out are the DeLorean car from Back to the Future, and I guess the news possibly of the Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith, supposedly in June, and that gift with purchase, the sushi stand. So not much has caught my interest in terms of 2026 sets. I know I look back and I probably go on the Lego website. I'm sure there's some sets that stand out, but you know, usually when Lego sets come out, it's like, okay, that one's worth putting on the wish list. Now that I look though, there was one other. It was that Technic, I think it's new this year, the Porsche 911 GT3 R Rexy green Porsche build. It's a Technic build. That one looks sweet. I think that is a 2026 set. So fairly random. I've never had a Technic set that has really interested me, but I think I'm going to add that to my wish list. So I should build up a Technic set soon enough in one of these live streams and see how well I do, because I tend to mess up in the build at some point in the course of trying to keep the conversation and my monologue going. Hoarder says, you're not lying. I absolutely love my parts collection. Yeah, it's so sweet, especially, yeah, if you've gone to pick a brick and really concentrate on what you have. And there's always a lot of colorful bricks in the pick a brick section. So tempting just to get it. It really does appeal like you're going into a candy store. So this set definitely resembles that. I mean, there's like so much color in Hey that you could, if this thing ever drops in price, you know, maybe through Amazon or through Walmart, you could definitely part this guy out. And is it rebrickable? I think it's rebrickable, and just see what other possibilities for this build have people come up with to, I don't know, use all these pieces. There's so, and the colors are great, but there's a ton of like slope pieces, these clip-on pieces. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, just so many of these. And even though the eyes that make up the Hey eyes are so fun, but yeah, like radar dishes, like what, you could turn this into some kind of spaceship, I think. Now that I'm looking at it, you could definitely mod it to something fun like that. So yeah, be creative. It'd be kind of fun to see what people come up with. Little Brick says, I'm waiting on the parts for Mac from Cars Speed Champions. I can't wait because the Lightning McQueen fits inside the trailer. Oh, I didn't know that. So they're coming up with a kind of like, not like the yellow Lego truck exactly, but yeah, like a semi-trailer truck for Lego, but the Cars theme. Okay, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun, Little Bricks. I didn't know that. That is a tempting set, if that's true. With a gift with purchase, 40906, I got friends to buy a Lego set so I can get the GWP, and I'm gonna build them from my MCU, New York. Oh, very cool, RMB. Working the GWP situation, getting some other people to collab with you. John Powell says, main thing I wanted was the upscale blue spaceman, and I ordered that last night. That's okay. That was one I forgot about. The blue spaceman upscale build. Nice one, John Powell. Yeah, after building that upscale Santa, that is definitely one worth having. I want to get the, I know it's not new this year, but the Octan guy too. The Octan Man upscale build minifigure. I think there were a couple that came out, or a couple upscale minifigures that came out with Harry Potter. I mentioned that in the last live stream. I think they did one for Harry Potter and Hermione. And for whatever reason, those didn't interest me. Maybe just because it's specific to Harry Potter. I like the Harry Potter like builds like these, but I don't know. Just not a fan of a giant upscale Harry Potter, I guess. But when it's like classic Lego characters, or yeah, like for example, the Blue Spaceman, yes to that. So yeah, that's a good one. Good call on that one, John Powell. Eventually you have too many sets to display, and when that happens to me, I went through and parted out 100 sets, which only made my parts drawers look even better. Then what do you do next, right? What do you do next, Hoarder? You open up your own Bricklink store, I guess. I mean, what's the natural progression there? Although I've never done that, and there's probably a lot to compete with, but who knows? Little Brick says, if I see one more rebrickable Millennium Falcon, I'm gonna scream. Tired of the Millennium Falcon rebrickables. I didn't realize there were so many of them. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Little Bricks. Rebrickable who has, oh, okay, Max. So he's not a set that's coming out, it's a mock. Okay, I was gonna say, that would be pretty cool. I guess you could try and take one of those semi trucks and do that. Like from the yellow Lego truck, although the color would be different. Plus you need like Lightning McQueen, you need the face, the car's face and everything to go on the Mack truck to give that truck character to it. So that part would be hard, but I guess Rebrickables figured it out. But yeah, I was gonna say, Mac or Little Old Bricks, if they do that, that would be pretty fun. I would be into that kind of build. Okay, so let's see, another tail feather here. Let me see. Oh, this one. I didn't even notice how. So the one I built, or the one I connected here, that's the long tail. But now there's two of these. It's like a serpent. Two of these I don't know. Yeah, angular, diagonal tail feather pieces. So Hay's definitely got quite a colorful back end there. I guess it's not a peacock, because then you'd have to build a full fan of tail feathers behind him. All right, so I got to do that a second time. And, you know, I wonder if this build, if you were just building this in the quiet, I wonder how long it would take. There's a lot of, this is when I did the last live stream. When I built up his head, there were so many small pieces to connect together. I was starting to get a little frustrated because I'm like, when is this thing gonna be done? But, you know, there's no need to rush. This is Brick Therapy. You're supposed to enjoy the process. It's all about the build. Let's see. Right now, I'm in my Lego New York MCU building the Avengers Battle. It says R&B. Hoarder says, John Powell, isn't it awesome to just have a bunch of parts to mock with all of a sudden? That is fun, Hoarder. The Mack truck is huge, like 10 studs wide or so. Yeah, to fit the Lightning McQueen build, little bricks, that's for sure. R&B says, what's your thoughts on custom parts or minifigures going into real Lego builds? But I only do it for minifigures. I don't know, like custom parts. Oh, like if you're taking apart a set and then using it for a mock. I definitely wouldn't do it with like certain themes like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or Ninjago City modulars. I would not modify those into anything else. I want to keep those as original. But let's see. I don't know. That'd be something I wouldn't want to change. But like for example, this, I think like this little soccer pitch here that my son built right there, that was probably the remnants of our Lego police station, like our Lego classic police station. So I guess that's okay. But I tend to, even when they were younger, if the kids built up something and then, you know, you want to encourage them obviously to do whatever. Use your imagination for sure. But of course, then when I reorganize everything, I want to get the sets back the way they were so that they can be rebuilt the way Lego intended. But yeah, that's a good question. If it, and of course, I don't let them build up. I would not let them modify Ninjago City or the modular sets. There was one time where they wanted to take the Parisian restaurant and modify that in some way. I was like, no, not that one. Choose another set. So, not want to be like the dad in the end of the Lego movie 100%, but you know, I could agree with some of that. I could agree with some of that. Let's see, it's over 1,600 pieces total, says Little Bricks. Wait, you have the castle build on the table. Are you gonna finish it? Yes, R&B gonna finish it. Been kind of, I did a couple times where I built this on the live stream, and then yesterday I just built this part here attached to the tower, which is this part. All just built that on my own quiet time, which was actually nice. So yeah, I'm getting to, you know, working in between two builds, two sets right now. John Powell says, Hoarder, I kept all my sets, reverse build and bag them. Now I can rebuild or sell them. Yes, that to me is part of the Brick Therapy experience. Disassembling sets, putting them back in the bag, getting them all organized again. I like doing that. There's just something, you know, therapeutic about getting your sets reorganized again. Whoops, oh wait, I gotta do one last tail end piece here to the hey. And yeah, that upscale astronaut figure, that is the blue astronaut, that is fun. They did have a gift with purchase in December of like a little, I guess, baby astronaut. I think it was a red. I want to say he was red. A red astronaut build, but he was like a baby in that classic space look and everything. That one was semi-tempting to acquire, but I didn't. I wonder if that one's like decently priced on the BrickLink or aftermarket zone. R&B says, no, saying what you think of custom parts known as fake Legos going into real Lego builds. Ah, yeah, that one's something, I wouldn't want to combine those two. The only way I would combine, like I wouldn't take individual pieces and kind of blend them all together. Now, if it's like an old Lego set that needs replacement pieces because the other ones got lost, I think I've done that before. But, or like if you're building up, I've seen, you know, like those big brick fairs, you know, where people go to those, I don't know if they're competitions or those just big conference center rooms, and you just see people build up these huge Lego representations of like a Star Wars scene or a Harry Potter scene, and it's like 10,000 Lego pieces or 20,000 Lego pieces or whatever. I know people have said they've used alt brick pieces for that, which you know, that I guess, and that's all customized stuff too. So maybe that to me doesn't seem like a big deal, but I haven't done that. I mean, the only time I've kind of done that is if older set I've had, like classic Lego castle. I think they were missing some pieces, and I did have some alt brick pieces that matched what I was looking for. So I've done that. But to purposely do it for no other reason, I don't know. Probably wouldn't. And you can tell, like, the quality of the brick is definitely not as good as regular Lego bricks, but hey, it's got some cool looking feather pieces, almost like plant piece there. Now, how come it didn't have me build up his other wing here? Did I miss that? It's saying open bag 4. Maybe, let me go back. And, oh, there it is. I just didn't catch. You need to build this wing twice. So let me do this again. Gotta build up the hey wing here. That's funny. It just assumes. I assumed, like, when it tells you the end of a build and it says 2x, then you build it twice, but this one doesn't say that. And I like following Lego directions to a T, so I don't know what I missed there, but let me get his other wing piece here and get onto the last bag of hey, which is kind of fun. Now we're gonna build his stand. And what other Lego bird would you do a stand for? Maybe if they did a Sesame Street build of Big Bird, you could see that being another famous Lego type mod build that you could do. All right, so we got the wing piece here. But yeah, R&B, that, I don't know, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, I would use alt brick Lego for something like that. If it was a set that's an old set and I just need a replacement piece here or there, or like if you're building a huge mock-up and it's just your own custom build, I could see you mixing stuff in that way. I think people do that a lot. Like if you're just doing a lot of ground piece, or doing like a lot of ground, I don't know, plate pieces just to kind of accent type build. All right, oh, it's not symmetrical though. All right, hey, let me see. Oh well, do it this way for now. Don't think I need to. All right, there we go. Got the wings. I think I need to make those symmetrical, but for now, that's good. All right, that was bag 3. A lot more color, a lot more turquoise going on there. And his legs fell off, or his feet fell off. Easy fix there. They should find a way that these cylinder pieces should go all the way down into the feet, because they just pop right off there. All right. Using custom minifigs is cool, almost impossible not to. Agree, yes, agree. I haven't done anything, these are all just sets that have come together. I haven't done anything where I've modified and done a huge mock buildup. So R&B, that's definitely something you'd have to tell me more about. Hoarder says, third-party custom figs are great. Cheap plastic knockoffs from China are bad. Yeah, so I guess in that case, yeah, you can buy like those custom minifig builds that are Lego pieces. I think Bricks and Minifigs, I know I've seen them sold there. Like any type of theme you can think of, they sell those custom build minifigs, but of course they're obviously made out of Lego. I don't mix parts even though I build alternative brands. Oh yeah, so like Lumi bricks, I would assume their bricks are pretty much the same quality as the ones that would be for Lego. But yeah, I wouldn't want to mix stuff too. John Powell says, Hoarder, all the third-party custom figs are from China. Ah, oh really? Okay. I mean, Lego does have, I think they have their own assembly factory in Asia, in China. Or maybe it's, I think that's what I heard, maybe not. Hoarder says, I need a 1x6x2 arch in dark tan, and Lego doesn't make it, but Go Bricks does. Go Bricks is where Lumi Bricks gets their parts. Aha, there we go. RB says, I had to get a custom Lego minifigure for the Marvel character, Ebony Maw, if you can look it up real quick to see what I'm saying. John Powell, I'm referring to the ones people print on real Lego parts. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. That's what I thought Hoarder meant too. Like Firestar toys. And I know they do, I think I've seen at Bricks and Minifigs, they do minifigs that have, like, since Lego doesn't do war themed builds like World War II or something like that, that you can, oh yeah, Ebony Maw from the Sanctum Sanctorum set. Oh yeah, that guy is the one that R&B is referring to. Hoarder says, tell you what, why can't I read the whole thing? Why? What's going on with the chat here? Let me reload it. Want to see what Hoarder says here, and the chat won't reload. Tell you what, I'm gonna buy some from China because I have like 20 figs all missing one expensive part, and I would rather spend one per fig. Makes sense to me. I mean, again, like, are you gonna, if it's anything like within your own just private collection, why? I mean, and you know, it is fun to be a Lego purist and get whatever parts from that specific set directly, but it's all up to the individual collector, bottom line, right? Hey, thanks for the 10 likes, and thanks for joining the chat and being here, building up we got about 6 regulars, so if there's anyone new, I'm building 43272, hey, 566 pieces, and let me curve his feathers like I just noticed that, just like the box art shows, so he's got more hey authenticity here. So I guess his tail feathers are more like that. I was having them curve upward, but they point downward. Arched tail, that's kind of fun. That's looking more hey like. But yeah, this is a fun build. Once you get to the part where you build up his face, that worked out. Okay, looks like there's some more tail feathers to build though. And like I said, it's like a Bricks and Minifigs haul here with all these different colored pieces. But yeah, or like a candy shop, a Lego candy shop. Lots of good stuff in here. Most of those are from China that people print on. Very few people use real minifigs to print on. Kind of hard and expensive for a blank minifig. Yeah, that would get pricey. I don't know if you could get a blank minifig. I wonder how companies do it, yeah, other than to get the knockoff builds. I will have to disagree on that one. I know plenty of custom fig makers that print on real Lego. So they can get blank torsos, like whatever color they want. I mean, you can order, like our guys here, we ordered these custom figs from Lego, but I wonder if you could just buy the torso, obviously, before it's printed on and everything. And then it's like a real Lego fig. And I wonder if Lego ever sold like classic Lego figs where there is no printing, you know, it's just a regular Lego head piece torso, just a blank color, or I mean like a unprinted torso, but you know, you can get a blue torso or white or red or yellow or green. That would be kind of nice. Like a little battle pack of just regular Lego figures. They just buy the blanks off BrickLink. Oh, I guess BrickLink has them. So lots of cool things. I wonder, that reminds me, over the fall, we were talking about Lego Castle. You could buy like a battle pack of Lego Castle guards, and those were specific to Lego Castle. So anyways, buying Lego, large Lego sets, to me, obviously the selling point is always, can I get a cool minifigure with the set? And hold on, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not building up more feathers on. Okay, now we're in bag 4. Bag 4, again, more cool stuff to part out from this set. You get the base of, this is almost like when, if you ever got one of those Christmas tree sets, this base has the same kind of construction to it. But yeah, some fairly large plate pieces that go into this set. Oh yeah, this for sure. Hey, don't want to insult you, man, but for sure, there's a lot of stuff here. You could turn into turn him into a very colorful spaceship. You could turn him into that one. Buy the cheapest parts in the color you need, and if there is a print, they use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and a few drops of water. Ah, that's how they get the blank slate or the clean slate for a minifig. When you're gonna open a P.O. box, R&B says, when you do open a P.O. box, I've got some sets to send you that you might not have, and a Lego set you've been wanting. R&B, that sounds fun, dude. I will see. Here's my goal, R&B. The reason why I haven't like acted on that. When we get to the point where we have early monetization for the channel, so I need 3,000 watch hours, and I think we're getting really close now. I mean, you can be close for a while. It still takes a while. I just don't have that amazing viral video that's come out. But yeah, my goal, R&B, just stick with us. We'll get there. My goal is to get to the 3,000 watch hours. And then when, that's when you're able to get, I think, super chats. And yeah, people can donate individually like that. Not AdSense, at least not at that point, but you can do super chats and everything. So when we get to that point, I will look into the P.O. box, because right now I don't really have any funds to invest in the channel other than what I'm doing right now, which is building the Lego sets that we have. No expensive equipment, no fancy cameras or microphones, things like that. But R&B, we'll get there, man. Thanks for wanting to send some cool stuff for the channel. John Powell, not saying some people don't do it, but those are very small operations. Hoarder says, Grandpa Clone Customs, Firestar Toys, American Bricks, etc. They have a ton of small companies, but there are a few big ones. That's insane. So there are enough small custom. I wonder if it's just Lego. That would be very interesting to see if they could do that. R&B, good night, everyone. R&B, thanks so much for being here. Have a good evening. Very cool. And Ma Bricks is here saying, no policia. Ma Bricks, if you're here to talk Lego, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, and great. Now we enter into the little Lego pieces thing. I might have to do this part. This is definitely not going to be interesting, but again, this set, I assume Hey will go on sale. No insult to Hey, but there are so many pieces here that can be parted out for something else. I don't know what, but I know it's little Brick says it would drive him crazy, but I am thinking this would be definitely a set you could part out and do a cool looking spaceship, or even like a little Lego City type building structure. It just doesn't have a minifigure. But yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be fun to see what Rebrickable says or shows for a set like this. How there's so many different colorful pieces in this. What could be made of this Hey set. So yeah, welcome in everyone. Hoarder, that is crazy though. That many companies do custom figs. Most of these companies charge $30 per fig. I get it, but I'm not paying it. And still they are operating off the fact that I guess a lot of those people that go to Brick Fair need those custom figs. That is crazy. John Powell says, anybody selling a lot of printed figs is just buying them from China and reselling them. They just don't tell you. In fact, some have been recently found out. Yikes. Yeah, integrity is the key. I know what you're talking about, but the companies I just listed are official Lego, using Lego parts. Very cool. Hello, we've got Therapy2332 here. Welcome, Therapy2332. The name says it all. And I am building the last bag of our Hey wanna build here, and building up the stand, which is very colorful, for Hey to have his own special platform, you know, because he's a very important upscale build. And I like the fact that he and Brick Therapy, you know, kind of look pretty cool together. So that's fun. Whoops. Well, you know, if that's the case, Hoarder, when it's $30 for a custom fig, I know it's limited, but you can get these custom sig figs off of Lego itself directly. And these, I think, were about $12 to $13 each, maybe 13. But yeah, you know, and it's limited as to what you can put on them, but that might be a better way. Although I guess the custom kind of builds that those guys are doing in those companies, it's probably pretty sophisticated, like really colorful patterns, or you know, if you want literally a battle pack of World War II looking soldiers, or a set of 10 hotel butlers or footmen or something like historical, then it'd be interesting to see what their catalog of Lego figures they do make. No doubt tempting enough to stay in business and charge $30 per fig. That is pretty amazing. Yeah, people that do print on real Lego are still tiny operations and crazy expensive. Yeah, it's like an artisanal kind of company, but go figure. They are they're drawing in enough customer base to do that, which would be super fun to do. I don't know how stressful that would be. I wonder if they have more than just that type of thing going, or if they're doing that for other toy brands, not just Lego, but yeah, however they pull that off, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, so we've got some final, well, not final. This stand is very, I feel like I'm building the inside of a clock with this stand. That's just so much going on here. Let's see here. Oh, I almost don't want it. There's so many small pieces that go into this. So we'll see. Got like a series of jumper pieces to go on this stand. Oh my goodness, this is you are in for again like more pieces to part out. Like these are really good pieces for any Lego City build, and this is all included in that Hey build. So I don't know, it's just crazy. I'm gonna get rid of this one here, but yeah, it's like if this set does go on sale, it's almost tempting to buy a second one and, you know, see what you can do with all these parts. Definitely a lot of different coloring parts. I don't know if you'd all want to keep it together, but if you are looking for it's almost like a Lego classic tub of builds, then you have got yourself several different parts you can work with here. So yeah, this is the inside of a clock, man. I'm telling you, this platform is crazy. So here's Hey Hey though. Hey Hey is done, I believe. I think Hey Hey is done. The platform is all that's left. And that would be this part right here. It does have some more plant pieces there. And of course the cool, I think, let me find that, is his nameplate. I don't remember any sticker pieces. Let me find, there we go. Here's, it is. We've got his printed nameplate. That's kind of fun. Again, almost like a tiki hut build, but that's pretty valuable. Yeah, Hey Hey is done. The chicken is done, the platform. He just needs his official platform, which I don't think he'd be smart enough to stand on it for very long, which would be true to his character. Hey, Alexandria, thanks for being here, guys. Alexandria, thanks for stopping to say hello. I am building Hey Hey. It's true. I think I've finished the Hey Hey. I think now that all is left is the platform. I'm gonna sign off though, because I've been going for an hour, and it's Sunday and it's already, gosh, 10:30 here. So thanks guys for being here. And Alexandria, thanks for catching us at the end here. I wish I could talk a little bit longer, but getting ready to prepare for tomorrow. Thanks everyone for being here, and we'll continue. I don't know what theme we'll do. I was thinking maybe talking about that gift of purchase, maybe do another like this little 3-in-1 creator build until I can think of, I've got some more backlog ideas. All right guys, have a good one. Thank you.